I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.
On my end.
Welcome back. Yeah, Greg's not here with us today, so we don't have an intro except for thanks for watching. How about that?
There we go.
Nice shirt, Holly.
You like?
No.
Come on.
It was funny though. Before we added you to the stage of the broadcast, like I saw you and Caleb can't see you, and I just started laughing. And he's like, "What's so funny?" I was like, "Hold on," and I added you to the stage. I was like, "Oh, awesome!" It's the wrong color though, Holly. It's the wrong color.
Oh shoot, that's right. It's purple now.
Yeah, it's purple now.
Right, crap. Oh well.
It's my new shirt.
For old time's sake, I guess.
Yeah. So while we wait for people to get in here, because just like us, a lot of our fans are a little bit late to the party. Let's talk about the Super Bowl real fast.
Yeah.
That
was ugly.
What happened? Seriously,
I don't know. It was bad.
They played bad. Like it was a team that I haven't seen all season show up.
Yeah, it's the worst game they played all year. No, I think the Eagles defense had a lot to say about that. But at the same time, I don't know how you're not ready to play the Super Bowl, like emotionally. But our guys, a lot of our guys look like they were just going through the motions. Yeah. And I think another thing that doesn't get talked about enough is the fact that on the very first series, Chris Jones hurt his neck and then he hurt his knee. And I think he was pretty much banged up. Reports are coming out. He was pretty banged up after that first tush push into the end zone. And he wasn't really 100% after that. Mm-hmm. But it was pathetic.
The Eagles were good. The Chiefs didn't play well.
You know what's crazy to me is I was saying as long as they shut down Saquon Barkley, they have a chance to win it. Yeah. That was wrong because they shut him down and still didn't cover anybody else. Like they forgot.
But it's hard though whenever you turn the ball over 3 times and one of them's a pick six and the other 2 are basically instant points. So. And then the one turnover we got was on like our own 2-yard line. And I think we may have went 3 and out. So it is what it is. I will tell you, I got a lot of friends in the Kansas City area that are devastated and beside themselves. But I like sports and I love it for the entertainment value, but I lost 0 sleep over them. Like the game got over. I drove home. I played Fortnite. I went to bed and I was good the next day. So there's still a lot of people that I saw today first time since the Super Bowl, and they were still pretty upset. So it is what it is. I will also say, though, there's another reason why I do not bet on sports, because if I was a betting man on sports, I would have bet the Chiefs to three-peat. I just thought they would show up, and they didn't, and I would have lost money. So you do you, but that's why I don't really bet on sports. So
yeah. I did place a couple bets.
Did you win?
No. It was like yardage and stuff, and the Chiefs just didn't. Like I had.
The Chiefs didn't have any.
As well, and he didn't perform either. So it sucked. I think a lot of people probably lost a lot of money for the Super Bowl.
I saw something that the sports book in Pennsylvania lost. I forget what it was, like $2 billion. Because everyone in that region bet on the Eagles. Mm-hmm. And, of course, they won by a lot, so they covered the spread, obviously. But, yeah, sports betting is just an interesting thing. I think, for me, it's the prop bets that I think you could probably make some money on. On the actual outcome, there's a reason there's a point spread. And that's so that Vegas or whoever you're placing your bets with, they don't just get destroyed. Yeah. But when you live in an area like Pennsylvania, or I'm sure, sports betting is not legal in Missouri. So, well, it will be, but it's not yet. So they didn't have that area get destroyed, but Pennsylvania's sports books got pummeled by everybody voting for the Eagles, and that's how it turned out. They could have made a lot of money, but instead they had to pay out. So that's always good. I like to see the big guys have to pay out. So I don't really have much else to talk about, and I'm trying to delay the conversation a little bit. I have 0 notes. A lot of this stuff's happened, in the last 48 hours?
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Friday. Friday is when it started hitting the fan.
So just to be completely transparent, we have a group text and it gets a little rowdy and it gets a little crazy sometimes. So I have it on mute because when I'm on the phone and it just keeps beeping, I can't, it sucks. So I check it once in a while, and I don't think I checked it Friday night, and I started seeing things on Saturday and I was like, holy cow, what did I miss? So without further ado, would you like to, I don't know, start the conversation on the whole VGX Safemoon deal?
I don't even know where to start. In all honesty,
that's kind of where I am too.
My mind's a little blown. I've seen so much stuff. And so I guess we're going to start by saying that on Friday, the Safemoon official account came out and said that they were going to migrate over to the Solana chain from BNB to Solana. They also said that they were going to launch the contract on Friday, and then of course, or was it Saturday?
I don't know, but it didn't happen, which is hilarious.
Which is like literally a repeat of what happened with Safemoon. And anytime they said like dates, they never. So it kind of felt like really similar.
Deja vu.
Yeah.
Different, but the same.
But you know what? I honestly don't even know what to think about all this, because they're saying that they're going to let you migrate your V2 tokens over to Solana and get them 1-to-1, which that all in itself is just stupid. Yes, I said it. Like, that's stupid, because there's a lot of us that hold quite a bit of tokens. So if you're giving me my 1-to-1, guess what I'm going to do? I'm not going to buy. I'm going to sell them so I can get some money back. And I mean, I know people have in the hundreds of millions. I have around 25 million. Can you imagine what like the bigger wallets hold? What they're going to do? So then they came out and said, oh, we are going to migrate, but it's going to be in like
stages. Yeah.
Stages. So now that kind of like throws that out of the water. Like, to dump, you just get them and dump, and pray there's still liquidity in there to dump.
Yeah.
And
so while that happens, other people can be buying and dumping before you even get yours.
Exactly.
That seems fair.
So, then it goes even deeper than that. So they're saying they're launching a contract, and they're gonna, launch this meme token of Safemoon, because it's no longer utility. So all the people who were like, oh, we're a utility token, you can blow that out of the water, because that's not true. You literally are a coin, aka shitcoin.
From the official Safemoon's accounts.
Yes. Yeah. That is like their words.
You can't argue that anymore.
No, you really can't. There's nothing to look forward to other than buying a meme coin. I mean, I can't not buy it, because I mean, I bought a coin named Butthole, for God's sake. So I have no room to talk. However, there has been several contracts that have been launched on Safemoon Sol on Solana called Safemoon. Same logo, same everything. One went to $15 billion market cap. $15 billion. It rubbed it within an hour and a half, because I watched it. I sat and watched it. And I'm not going to lie, when I first saw it was around $2. And part of me was like, ooh, should I play this game? But out of principle, I did not, because I knew it was going to rug based off of all of the other ones. But it got to $15 billion. It was, I think, almost it was about $16 a coin. And guess what happened? It dropped immediately, and all those people got burned. So my thing is are these new owners what? I don't know. Whoever owns the official account, like whoever we want to call, are they amateurs? Because they should have known that this type of thing was going to happen. So you say you're going to release something. No words, there was no comments or they wouldn't answer anybody's question as to when. And so now all these tokens are being launched. And guess what, Safemoon? Your community is getting wrecked because you won't give us any answers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about
community so much, though, right? Everybody that is still around.
And they bought it for the community, right? I mean, that's really all there was to it. Because answer me this, Holly, and I'll say this with try not to have any inflection in my voice with sarcasm. Okay. If you don't own the contract, how can you migrate tokens into a different blockchain?
That is a number one question that everybody asks that they will not answer. However, I did see them commenting and answering things about logos and the color, like anybody really cares. Why do you care about the color? Why do you care about the logo? Why do you care about anything other than what is happening presently with the contract that you still hold tokens for? That's where your main concern should be. And it's not with some people like, oh, can I launch an NFT? No, stop it. Like, are we attached to the name? Is that where the thing is? I'm not understanding where the attachment really lies anymore.
I think it somehow turned into some emotional cult of, hey, we're all in it together and it is what it is. Yeah. Which, okay, that's a really good thing to play on. And you know, we all got suckered into it at some level. And then when the writing on the wall started, you couldn't deny the things that were happening. A lot of people got out, and a lot of people, that just made them like hunker in even deeper. Yeah. And now they're too far. Like, I have to still be with it. I mean, I'm still seeing people being all excited because the meme coin's launching on Sol. Who cares? I mean, it is what it is. But I'm a numbers guy, okay? I'm a math guy. You tell me how it's going to work if you don't control the contract, how you're going to let people migrate over. You're basically giving them free money because nobody's purchased that on that chain if you don't control the old contract. Mm-hmm. So what's that going to do to the price? And if there is gigantic volume in it, you're setting up a rug without setting up a rug. Does that make sense? Like, you're going to let hundreds of people rug it instead of how it normally goes down.
Let's also not forget, I mean, I feel like we should all know this right now. Whoever is in charge of this to launch it, do not believe for 1 second that they're not holding tokens of their own, that they didn't even pay for. The, you know, team tokens that they want to call it, that's, if you don't have a team, now it's just person tokens. Who are these people?
Yeah. Well, like, do we not?
I have my suspicions. I won't say it because I could be wrong, but I know that there are certain people who are still involved in all this and like know the lowdown and just won't say it. But
so is it
keeping the community somehow engaged by acting like, I mean, there was a space yesterday where you would think that he had all the answers. And so why do you know all the answers?
Yeah.
That I don't get it. And then when you start to ask the tougher questions, oh, I don't know. That's Safemoon. I don't know.
So let me ask you this. Is there some sort of something wrong or illegal in speculation?
It should be, but it's not.
No, what I'm saying is, can we air our speculation and it not be like, and not get in trouble?
We won't get in trouble, but you will have other people who see this.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Do it.
Yeah.
Because I have my own ideas, but that's where I'm at with it too. I don't want to lead anybody astray by what some of my ideas are, and for the good or the bad. Go ahead.
Bearded has a valid point that I think I want to share. It says, I think they bought it to troll everyone, is my new thought. And in all honesty, it does feel this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there has to be another something else behind it. Why would you spend money to troll people? And well, depends on who it was.
Well, I mean, the thing is, okay, so here's the thing is I think a lot of people have forgotten, and a lot of people actually reminded me, is the people who bought the contract portion is called SM Asset Ventures or SM Ventures Asset. I don't know, something something along those lines. SM Ventures is what I call them because I don't really care what else they have to say. The person who owns that, his name is Eric Gallen. Eric Gallen is on Twitter, but never responds to anything, doesn't really say anything. He's not coming out and saying anything. So that's why it's so up in the air. Like, but VGX and SM whatever are partners. Some way, somehow, I'm not even sure, but they are. But then you have VGX coming out and saying, we have nothing to do with the token. We don't own it. We don't have anything to do with it. Then you had Safemoon today come out and say, we don't own the contract. That wasn't us. I mean, they're doing everything and we're just behind this account. What?
Yeah, Safemoon literally said that they did not do the burns that VGX did, and VGX is saying that no, we don't control the contract. What's happening?
I don't know.
Why are people super excited about it still? Like it's like we're being like openly deceived is what it comes off to me.
I've noticed a lot, and I'm not just saying this because I don't like these people, because I don't, but I'm not just saying this, is I've noticed that a lot of the people that we're pushing that, you know, we're trying to be, you know, the Safemoon leader are now starting to ask the questions. However, there's other ones that are more towards the engagement and wanting the control that are like, I can't let go of this control. So I'm going to make it sound like this is a great thing. Burning the tokens is nothing. That doesn't mean anything. Burn them all because there's no V2, right? They're going to get rid of it and put it. So why have any out there? I don't get it.
So I think Chris Bond brings up a really good point. He said they bought for the value of the community and socials with hope of everyone moving to V. But I do agree with that, Chris, 100%. But if they are doing that for the value, because of what they've saw value in the community, the way that they've been treating the community is like taking that asset and wadding it up and throwing it in the trash. Like, you know what I mean? Like you would have thought they would have done something to bring the community back together. To me, they've caused more chaos than anything else in this community that they consider to be an asset. Because I agree with that. It's like selling an X account. Whether I don't know if you guys get this or not, but I will get DMs from time to time and said, hey, I've got my X account up to 100,000 followers. I'm willing to sell it to you for blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm not interested in that. But that's sort of, if you think about it, it's kind of what they've done. They wanted that massive following so that they could do things. But the way that they're communicating makes more and more people, I think, daily just say, heck with it. I'm not interested anymore.
In my opinion, they didn't do enough research as to how much their following really is. Like, is it really worth it? Because there are a shit ton of bots that are all over Safemoon, all over. I mean, it's unbelievable. And then they follow you. And that's how I know. Because if I make a comment, all of a sudden I'm getting bot followed. So if that's happening to me, just imagine how many they have. How many of those followers are actual people?
Yeah.
I would be surprised if it's 100,000 people.
I would agree.
Shocked. So they didn't do enough research to see that this was a good investment. It's not a good investment. I don't care how many people like your stuff and retweet it. It doesn't matter if it's bots. You don't get paid for bots. So it's not like I don't know, you guys. This is insane.
No, I'm with you 100% too, because do you recall what the maximum or the most holders Safemoon ever had when it was up and running?
It's at its high right now.
It is right now?
That's at its height. But if you think for even 2 seconds that it's going to be the same amount or even close to that, you're kidding yourself, because first off, if you look how many dust wallets there are alone, and then I know for a fact that Safemoon, the company, the old company, were setting up dust wallets to increase the holder count. So how many are actually real? Right.
Man, I gotta tell you that I've just on that note that you just brought up, there have been a lot that I've been looking at here recently of some meme coins. And if you really dig into it, there are so many dust wallets out there that are being created to show volume.
Yes.
And what's funny about it is it cracks me up when they don't have much creativity and every buy is exactly the same amount. And then the sells will be like the exact same amount. And it's coming from all the same wallets, but they just creating more and more to show volume. And to me, that's a red flag. Every time I see that, I'm like, I don't know about all that. But so let me ask you this, and we can go backwards if we want to and talk about other things when it comes to this. But what's the future hold for this? Like, what's your expectations?
Really? That's a question?
Yeah, what's your expectations? I want you to say it out loud.
Drive people to want to even play with the meme coin when you can play with like butthole or
you play with your butthole.
or I mean, why?
No,
zero.
I think that you will see this on X more, and people are going to not people the same. I would say 15 people that keep talking about it over and over and over again, and it will push because you're going to get people that haven't been on X for say 8 months, a year, haven't checked their holdings and go, oh, it's back and want to do this, want to do that. I just would caution all the people out there that we would consider friends to just be careful because to me, this looks like a rug pull in the making. And I don't know if it's going to be from the community tokens or just all the holders as they start to migrate, start pulling out. Unless they're going to do something else that they haven't announced, the whole thing just scares me. I'm so done with it.
What else can they announce? It's a community token, right?
Well, not until it actually goes over. So I don't know what else they can do, to be honest with you.
Well,
but the passing of the buck back and forth from Safemoon to VGX is the thing that I can't get. Like, you basically just told us that none of you guys are having control of the tokens. And who has control of the tokens?
Hold on.
Okay.
Word on the streets.
The streets.
Is that, they hired a third party to do all of this. Launch the contract and the swap. So if you read one of my posts that said, are you going to trust a third party to launch all this stuff and to swap your tokens and you're not even able to vet them because they won't come out and say, you know what, we're so dumb. We had to hire a third party to do this because we don't have anybody that knows how.
Well, let me ask you this. What third party would have any interest in doing that?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, there's going to be some just for the money aspect of it.
Well, yeah, pay enough money.
But how many people have reached out to VGX and Safemoon both saying, hey, I want to be a part of this? And I just have some suspicions that we know who some of these people are. And I think this is one of the ways that they're going to try to get rich. Just my thoughts. At some point, I'm going to start naming names. It's just not going to be today. I just haven't figured out how to do that tactfully.
Yeah. I have not been tactful at all, and I don't care.
Well, when I start throwing people's names out there, I have to make sure that I'm 100% accurate. That's just the way that I feel. But I can give you my opinion on things that are happening. But if I'm going to start using people's names, I really need to know.
Safemoon Knight, Batman.
Yep, I saw some of his things this morning.
But after looking further into it, so he had posted that Charles Caroni is the VP of something at VGX, and then he posted one showing Jake Hammock's name was still under, I don't know, what was he, the VP of operations? I don't even remember.
I think so.
Or research and development, maybe. I don't know. Anyhow, I want to say that it's a spoof account that changed everything, all the Safemoon name to VGX. I do not think that that's real. I don't think that Charles is part of it. It would be some shit, though.
Yeah, it would. That would be the cherry on top.
That would be insane. Like, part of me kind of wants that to be true.
Me too, actually. I thought it was the only one. I kind of really want that to be true.
Like, it would just be literally
Awesome.
the cherry on top of this shenanigans, right? Like to know that his John Caroni's brother bought it. Oh shit. It would be so
It's better than a soap opera.
Oh
There
my
you go.
god.
Yeah, I don't.
Honestly, like, do what you got to do. I'm not here to tell you to buy or not to buy, but I am going to tell you be very, very, very aware.
Yeah, we're never going to tell anybody what to buy and what not to buy. And I'm never going to judge you for buying it or this and that. But if you say stupid things on X, we're going to call you out on it. I am just tired of seeing people get hurt. And that's the only way I'm coming from is like, just be careful. Do what you're going to do. Have fun with it. I hope it makes you rich. But man, there's just where there's smoke, there's fire. And there's something going on here.
A lot of smoke, though.
A lot of smoke.
Like SOS patches coming.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of smoke. But you know what? I feel like it brought people to life. I mean, it gave us some reason. And it's so crazy. I had somebody reach out to me and be like, you have been so quiet and you hardly post anymore. And then all of a sudden, the day that Safemoon drops his stuff, you decide you want to post good morning. And I was like, oh shit. I swear I'm not part of yeah, but it just was a coincidence. I said, oh, happy Valentine's Day, all happy. And then bam. Oh, for this Valentine's Day, we're going to do this. Oh, shut up.
Yeah, well, we also have to let our people know that real life has really kind of gotten in the way of a lot of things over the last couple months. It just has. I think we're hopefully we're going to get into a spot in the next month or so that we're going to be able to be a little bit more active on socials and do some more fun stuff and this and that. I mean, we got a couple fun things playing behind the scenes, but in front of all of you guys, it's just that there's been a lot going on. Some things that, you guys know about, some things you don't know about. It's just, that's life. And we don't want to bore you with all the details, but I actually was thinking that before you posted your Valentine's Day tweet that, man, Holly has not been on X for very much over the last couple of weeks.
Okay, so here's the thing. It's not only like I am so crazy busy with work and I train. I am going through like this intensive training with Google that I am like, my mind is like scrambled eggs at the end of the day. And the last thing I can think about is, oh, let me get on Twix or on X and see, who wants to say something bad about me today? Like it's exhausting. On Friday, I just decided like, hey, I haven't really seen my people. And then one of my friends, Les, even was like DMing me and was like, we miss you. We miss your inspiration. Like, where are you? And I'm like, well.
The bros are hogging it all.
Yeah. However, I am on a mission of my own outside of work. There is a dog that has been astray for weeks now. And I am trying very hard to earn his trust and bring him in my house. And so as we speak right now, he's right across the street.
And I was going to say, you haven't got him yet?
No. Wow. This morning, I finally, because I am not about trapping a dog and forcing it. I'm not about that. Not only for his sake and our trust thing we have going on, but I have other animals.
Right.
I have to look out for. So the last thing I'm going to do is bring a very scared dog into my house where I have dogs and cats that might cause chaos. But this morning I did, he comes up to me and he knows it's food time. Like he knows in the morning, if he sees me, he's out to feed me. So I fed him and I give him ham and he lets me love him. And I had a leash and I lassoed it. So I was going to try to get him and he got very scared and ran away. And honestly, he came back about an hour later, but he ran away from me. He was scared.
Yeah. So Kevin's mad that you said you had dogs and cats, but you didn't mention birds. He's throwing a fit now. He's like, don't forget about me, Holly.
He's mad because I'm like, no, today is very important. You're going in your cage for the podcast.
Yeah.
On the podcast today.
I got to tell you a funny story, or actually, I think it's a cool story about Valentine's Day. So I'm going to hope that my wife's not watching this live, but I bought, you know what Funko dolls are?
No. Funko?
The big-headed.
Like big-headed little body. Sort of, kind of like that.
Let me see it so I can show them what I'm talking about. Apparently, I do know what a Funko doll is. I got one.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So it's like that, but I had it custom made of me and my wife. It comes in a 2-pack. It's 2 in 1 box. And it has your name on it and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So it was going to be late. It wasn't going to be here by Valentine's Day, which, okay, they sent me an email, said, hey, we're sorry, blah, blah, blah. Guess what I got in the mail on Friday?
The dolls?
No, because it was late, they mailed us chocolate. So I would give my wife something for Valentine's Day. I thought that was the coolest customer service thing I've ever heard of.
That is amazing.
The dolls came in the next day. So they were only 1 day late, and they still took the time to, I can't pronounce the kind of chocolates that they are, but they're the really fancy kinds that you always see.
Godiva?
No, something else.
Ferocious.
I don't know. Yes, that kind.
Yeah, I love that kind of
So
thing.
they sent me like a box of them, like this big.
Good
And it was for free because I guess they knew it was for Valentine's Day gift, or they assumed it was. I never told them it was. And that I thought that was awesome customer service. Like,
100%.
who does that? Nobody does that. So I'm pretty much trying to tell everybody I know, because I think those are the type of companies that we want to promote.
Absolutely. What is the name of the company?
I think it's just called Funko. I don't know. Whoever makes those dolls.
You need to know the company to put that plug in.
That is the name of the company. I don't think there is another name. That's their is Funko on X. So I tagged them, but for whatever reason, only 9 people saw it. So I don't know.
Oh Lord.
Got shadow banned on that one post. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but no, but that's I don't know anything else about the whole VGX Safemoon. I mean, there's going to be way more that I think that comes out this week, because it just like opened the door, and people are going to start falling out of it, and we're going to start hearing more stories, and I can't wait for it. But it's like a soap opera right now. Excuse me. And I'm here for it.
Yes, I'm kind of here for it too. It's like I don't really understand what's so hard about basic communication. Like just being honest and upfront and saying this is what we're doing. What choice do we have? Regardless, so who cares what the reasoning is, whatever that is. If you're going to do it, but be honest about it. Be honest who's launching, who's behind it, who have you not learned anything in the 3 years that this saga has been going on?
It's like, get behind it or don't, but here's what you will be getting behind or you're not getting behind. But
yeah, part of me also is like, I wish they would have just let it die. And then for VGX's like sake, I guess, them doing this is causing more FUD towards VGX and those people unnecessarily.
Mm-hmm.
They would just be honest, but I feel like, are they scared they're going to get in trouble?
I don't know. I would think that after it was dissolved and the bankruptcy courts got done with it and all that sort of stuff, they wouldn't be liable for anything that had happened before then. So if they're getting in trouble, it's got to be something they've done.
Over and over, like they've pretty much, Safemoon account, official or whatever, has pretty much bashed the old team and John. And I mean, pretty disrespectfully, if you want to ask my opinion.
I would agree. But the same comment of, hey, that was them, that's not us, that they keep posting cracks me up, because I don't even follow them anymore, but enough people that we follow repost it and I see their things. I'm like, yeah, but you're acting just like them. And that's what you guys can't get through your head. Like, you have a bunch of hurt people and you're acting just like the people that hurt them. What do you expect them to say? What do you expect them to do? It's just somewhere along the lines in these tech companies, a lot of them just don't have very good PR people. And it's amazing to me.
You know what, though? Because a lot of tech people, and this is the truth. I mean, we get it, where I work too. Like, it's widespread. Tech people don't really care about the PR side of it. They're caring about the tech side. But Safemoon is not a tech company. Safemoon is a meme coin. So
better get somebody out there that knows what they're doing.
You would think that would be the priority, because you don't have anything to stand behind you as anything other than a meme coin. So it's going to be your PR that really matters the most.
Yeah.
Well, and there's a lot of people on X that think they're PR geniuses. So I'm sure they could find, I don't know, 365 people that could probably run that account better than they can. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, and they're saying, I mean, whoever's behind this is saying things like wrecked and jeet and they're like cussing. It's really funny. It's really
It is. It's like hiring a plumber, like the vocabulary of a plumber, to run your X account, or an electrician.
Yeah.
My name's Mike D, and I'm about to get money.
Holly, are you doing a holotivity today?
No, I didn't have one prepared because I figured we were going to take a lot of time on Bruno.
If there's nothing else that needs to be discussed on Bruno, I'm kind of checking the comments just to make sure I didn't see anything. But Caleb has a very interesting question for us today that I think you're going to get into, and it may take a little while. So I figured we'd hit it. If I can find the right button. There we go.
It's time for Caleb's choice.
His choice. His rules.
So I got to tell you a story that music just reminded me of. We went down and played a school that's about an hour and a half. And by the way, our basketball season has been brutal because people have been sick and people have been hurt. And we went down there shorthanded, and they did all their starting lineups of that song with the lights were like dimming. And I'm surprised they didn't have a fog machine. I don't know. And then they beat us by like 48 points. It was a great Friday night. Just so you know. But everyone's healthy now. And in our last game, we won by 16. So we have 1 week of regular season left. And the snow is trying to make sure that we don't get to play any of those games, but we'll see. I don't know. All right, you ready for Caleb's question?
Yeah, I've been sick for a while, so I only have one question this week. So, okay, yeah, the greatest out of shape athletes of all time. What are the top 10?
The greatest out of shape still playing?
Well, no. Most of these have retired.
I only have 2 guesses. And as we talk about it, I might come up with more.
I'm going to go with probably one is Michael Jordan.
Out of shape?
He probably is now.
No, but his buddy's on that list.
Counterfeit operator got the number 1.
Oh, I haven't looked at it yet. Just so you guys know.
Who?
I think it's either Jamarcus Russell or Sebastian Janikowski. I think they both played for the Raiders. Are they on that list?
They're not on this list, no.
What? That's
Babe Ruth.
Oh, Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth's number 1.
Well, he was out of shape during.
Well, yeah.
I think that's what they're saying.
Why they play?
Like while they were playing.
But are no longer playing.
Well, they could be.
Yes, I think all these guys are retired. Yeah.
Is John Kruk one of them?
They just looked like they were out of shape, even though they're professional athletes. They were bigger than what they should have been.
Is John Kruk one of them?
No.
What? You're telling me Jamarcus Russell wasn't one of them?
Not on this top 10.
I mean, he pretty much ate himself out of a first round contract.
He just didn't watch game film.
So Babe Ruth is one of them. Is old man Shaq, Celtics Shaq, one of them?
Oh, Shaq, yeah, I could see that.
He was a big dude when he was with the Celtics. Charles Barkley's not one of them?
Barkley's number 3.
Oh, okay. That's what I said by Jordan's buddy. I was talking about Barkley, but yeah. So is Matt said Butterbean? Is he one?
He's not on here. No.
Who the heck is Butterbean?
It was a boxer, white, bald, big dude boxer that could hit really hard. Is any of them fighters?
Nope. They're all the top like 4 sports or 3 sports. Really, there's no hockey.
I don't think there's.
Well, Mike Tyson should be there.
Who's that?
Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah, no.
No.
After his last one.
I don't
One's
think
a golfer.
Oh, John Daly.
John Daly's number 2.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Any of these people.
Yeah.
You know who Babe Ruth is?
I mean, Babe Ruth. I said Babe Ruth. That's the only one.
Who else have we guessed? Charles
Yeah,
Barkley,
Babe Ruth, John Daly, Charles Barkley,
Shaq.
and that's it right now.
Wow, this is harder than I thought it was going to be because my top 2 guys aren't even on the list.
You got 2 football players and 4 baseball players.
Oh, that makes sense. But 2 football players that are out of shape.
Warren.
Um,
A little older than that.
Oh, I love Warren.
Number
Sapp.
5 is older than that. He's athletic.
refrigerator.
Yeah,
Refrigerator Perry?
Perry was number 5.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Jerome Bettis, the bus. He
The
was.
bus would have been a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Bam Morris would have been a better one. Whenever he retired, he was a big dude.
Yeah.
Jurgen said, "Oh no,
Clemens isn't on here.
babe. I bet you that sheriff is here, like trying to find that dog."
No, they
Cool.
shouldn't show up for that.
Well, they do.
Well, they have the county.
Ugh.
Carlos and
You guys, I'm so worried about this dog that
You forgot
somebody's gonna get him and take him to the pound, and because he terrorizes everybody as they're dogs.
Yeah.
He's
Well, you
not-
forgot to tell everybody you named him.
Oh yes, I did. I named him Carlos.
Did you name him after our Carlos?
I did because he's a wanderer like your Carlos, and he looks like a Carlos. Like,
Yeah.
and I'll call him that, and he looks at me, and I think he likes it. So his name is Carlos.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Caleb, I'm stumped.
So
One
we
more
have
football
2
player.
2 pitchers and 2 fielders.
Oh, David Wells.
David Wells is number 10.
Okay. Another pitcher. Oh,
Yeah.
CC Sabathia.
That's what I thought, but no.
What?
Yeah.
Bigger than him?
Yeah.
Randy
What do you think
Johnson.
of it?
Oh, Bartolo Colon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then we're down to number 7 and number 8 and 9.
And they're all baseball players?
No, number 8's a football player
I the football one I've given up on. I don't know.
for the Patriots.
Vince Wilfork?
Yes. Counterfeit got number 9. Big Poppy.
Oh, I never thought he was really out of shape. He's just a roid guy. Is Pablo
Well, he was
Sandoval
big.
the
He
other
was-
one?
What's that?
Pablo Sandoval? Because he is a
No,
big dude.
no. He
So we're-
retired a few years ago. This one did. Number 7.
So a few years ago.
See, I would say his dad was bigger than him.
Oh, it's a fielder.
Prince Fielder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking about the dad, and I thought, well,
So that's
besides Ruth, most of them weren't that old. So
Yeah.
did we get them all?
You got them all. That's the top 10.
See, I almost guessed Wolfork a long time ago, but I was like, was he really like out of shape?
Well, no,
He was
I
a
don't think any of
giant
them were really
dude.
in shape. Besides, like Daly, the rest of them were good athletes. They were just
Yeah.
built.
Because see, Big Poppy, I didn't really consider to be a guy that was out of shape, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Chris said Larry Bird.
Chris, that's my favorite basketball player of all time. Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of basketball, how did the Wildcats do yesterday?
You know what? I'm going to be completely honest with you. They lost. They ended up losing by 3.
Oh, they did lose?
No, by 4. But you know what? Our defense was amazing. They did. I can't believe we lost that game, honestly, because the defense was so good. We just couldn't make a shot to save our lives.
Been there.
And so it's hard to be upset about it because it was the number 6 team in the nation
Yeah.
that we're playing. I am like a little heartbroken because that would have been awesome, but they played really good. So how do you really stay upset over that?
It's hard. As a coach myself, there are games that just so frustrating. But normally those are the games is because you didn't play to your best potential. The ones that are easy to get over are the ones where you played a great game and the other team was just better than you that day. And
Yeah,
that's
and-
going to happen.
Well,
You
so
know.
like we played Kansas State Monday, Tuesday, one of the days,
Yeah.
and we lost to them by 3 points, I think.
Mhm.
But we were 2 for 22 at the 3-point line. I mean,
Been there.
it was so bad that I was really like, who is this team? I haven't seen this team play in who knows how long. So that one was, yeah, I was pissed. But this last one, I just can't really knock them because they're good. Houston just was a little better.
Houston is good. They've already beat Kansas once. Utah beat Kansas yesterday. Mizzou, did you guys see the beginning of the Mizzou game yesterday?
No, I didn't. Well, I didn't get to watch.
So something happened in college basketball yesterday that I'm not sure how long it's been or if it's ever happened, but it doesn't happen very often.
Mm-hmm.
The other team got to start the game before the jump ball. They got to shoot a free throw for a technical. You know why? Because administratively, they wrote the wrong starters down, and they had the choice of, we'll start the guy that you wrote down, or if you start the guy that's not written down, you have to let the other team shoot a free throw, and that's what they did. So they started the game with no time off the clock, down 1-0, and they still won by, I don't know, 15 or something like that. But
Yeah.
I really hope Arizona and Mizzou play at some point in the tournament.
Yeah. I mean, I think we still have, I'm hoping, honestly, we get into the tournament at a number 7, number 8 seed.
Wow.
It's not as hard.
I feel like if Mizzou's going to make it, because of how hard the SEC is,
Yeah.
it's going to be an 8-9, something like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're number 2 in the Big 12. It's Houston. Like, this would have, yesterday's game would have been the deciding factor of who was 1 and who were 2. Because
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Houston overtook us, which fine. I don't know. I'm not, just because we lose a couple games doesn't mean it's over. We're good and we have potential, and I'm looking forward to March Madness.
Did we figure out when the Big 12 tournament is?
Yes, it is the 8th. I think it starts the 8th through the 12th.
I knew it. I knew that was what it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I booked something today. No, it can't be the 8th through the 12th. Surely it's not over on a Wednesday. I bet it's the 12th through the 16th.
Okay, yes, 12th through 16. You're right.
I knew it. I
I
knew it.
Why?
I'm
We're
unavailable
busy.
that Saturday.
The whole Saturday we're
As
blessed.
soon as I made the plans today, and I had to get a group of guys together for a big meeting, as soon as they all said, "Oh, that day works perfect," I walked away and went, "I bet that's when the Big 12 tournament is."
Yep.
It's just one day, but yeah, that sucks. That's just my life. I don't understand how I keep double booking myself. I'll be available the rest of the time. It'd just be that Saturday from probably 9 to about 3. I won't be available, but we'll figure it out.
Is the 16th a Saturday?
The 15th.
The 15th is.
Oh, so the championship. See, because when we were Pac-12, the championship was on Saturday.
Yeah.
It was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So
The Big
now,
12 is Sundays.
yeah, I wonder if it's because of so many. Well, probably that's how they've always had it. But they also added, 4 teams to the Big 12?
Yeah, because I think it's
True. Yeah.
a 5-day tournament, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Like when we go, we're not going to go on Wednesday. Thursday might be pushing it. We'll be there. We'll probably come Thursday and maybe not be able to make it to that game. But hopefully
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I think they'll definitely be playing Saturday. That would be my guess. I just don't know if they're going to be able to get to Sunday, because there'd still be 4 teams alive if they played on Saturday. But
Yeah. And you know what? I've been really watching like a lot of basketball because I really like basketball. And so I don't care who's playing. I like to watch, especially if they're like top 25 teams. I'll watch to see like where we fit in that. Man, there are just good teams. I mean, even teams that aren't even ranked, they're good. And so
I would agree.
It's just going to be an overall really good March Madness this year. I'm excited for it.
Me too. And it's also nice for us in this area to finally have a team that's worth rooting for in March Madness. I think the last time they got in, it was a long story, but they had a stud athlete that got hurt in the first game, came back for the March Madness game. Like the first, he didn't play all year. He played 2 games, the first and the last,
Mhm.
and was a huge disappointment. He plays for the Denver Nuggets now, and we never got to see him really play. And I think that's the last time Mizzou was in the tournament, and it's been 5 or 6 years. I don't know. So it'd be nice to be able to root for somebody that
Did
might
Mizzou?
actually have a chance.
Did they win yesterday?
Yeah, they won by about 15.
Who did they play?
Georgia.
Oh.
The SEC's stacked, but Georgia's not one of those stacked teams.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So, Josh, you don't cheer for the Jayhawks?
No, I don't cheer for the fictional
No.
chicken.
Oh, they're closer to us than Mizzou, but we are Mizzou.
Kansas coming up.
Yeah, I was going to ask you when that is. Are they playing at KU?
It is.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it is. Damn.
What date?
I'm looking right now.
Well, it's got to be soon because there's only 3 weeks of regular season.
No, it is. No, it's March 8th.
Oh, that's a Saturday.
Yep, March 8th. That's Is that the only time? I want to. Didn't we already play Kansas at home?
Yeah, you play them twice in the Big 12. You do a home and away with every team. But
How did that game go the first time?
See, I can't find it. That's why I'm like, I could have sworn we.
I thought they.
I think we only play them once.
Maybe when they added more teams to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, because there was another Houston. We only play once.
Oh, I wonder if they have put them in divisions where you play like half the teams twice and all the other ones once, like the SEC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back when it was cool and it was the Big 8, you played everybody twice, home and
Well,
away.
In the Pac-12, you played everyone twice, other than football. You did.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think they need to go back to the conferences like they used to have them in the like the Big 8. That was my favorite. It's too big now. A lot of the rivalries are like manufactured; they're not real anymore. Although KU and MU are playing in a football game next year, that's going to be
Oh,
big
that's true.
time.
Yeah.
I hope MU stomps them.
I want to know. I don't know.
You guys ready to put this thing to bed? Some final thoughts.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So, you guys got any other final thoughts before I drop some knowledge on you?
Ooh.
Final.
So I'm gonna give a shout out to Greg, who is not here. He's at a wedding because he's a sissy, and he chose the wedding over us. No, but here's where I'm gonna peel the curtain back just a little bit here. And Greg sent me a text the other day, and he's gonna be mad that I say this out loud, I think. But he sent me a text the other day, and he just said, "Hey, I just want to let you know that you know what? I'm gonna read it. I'm going to read it to you. Sorry, Greg. Be prepared to be embarrassed. But it brought up a good point, and I'll tie this all back in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, I know we give each other a hard time, and let's definitely not stop that. For some reason today, I just wanted you to know I'm glad we became like brothers. And which made me think of something. So we talk about a lot of stuff and we give each other a lot of crap. But at the same time, there is a verse in Proverbs that I wanted to read you guys that we came across today while we were in church. And it's Proverbs 17:17. And it says, a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. And I think when we try to put the finger on, like whenever like your mom will ask you, like, how are you friends with these people from Missouri that you met on the internet, you know, and it's weird and people don't understand it. It's like these people are put in our lives for reasons. And find yourself a person like that. Like, I feel like I've been super blessed. I feel like I got a lot of people in my life like that would literally die for me. Even though I'm old and decrepit and I would rather be the one that dies for them. it's just a mutual thing. There's several people I could have on speed dial that would literally come help me at 2:00 in the morning or whatever that is. If you don't have those people, find those people, because those people are out there for you. And I would just wanted to say that I love giving Greg a hard time. But if it's ever comes off as like I don't know, like I hate Greg, that's not the case. And I think you guys know that, but I do sometimes wonder when we have the little banter back and forth. The guy first time shows up in the podcast, like, man, those two guys are jerks to one another, but we're brothers, and we just are. And there's something to having some security and knowing that you have people that have your back no matter what. So
Agreed.
I just wanted to say that if you don't have those people, find them. They're out there. But luckily, I don't have to look very far. So love you guys. That's all I had to say.
That was so nice.
Except for Greg, since he's not here. I was going to be nice to Greg, but he stiffed us for a wedding. So screw you, Greg.
Or sometimes where I'm like, oh my gosh, that was me. See? Screw Greg.
Wow, screw Greg.
But, Greg just kind of takes it on the chin because I think he genuinely knows that it's not real.
Yeah.
Well, I think that there are certain it's funny to me, but like the people that I care the most about or always been the ones that I give the hardest time in a joking manner. It's just like if that's a love language, that's mine. I don't know why. But like the people I don't really know are the ones that I'll be nice to. I can't explain it. I really can't explain it.
I don't like you.
Yeah, well, I can be nice to you sometimes, but if I don't like poke you in the ribs a couple times, and you probably better watch out. Like that's probably not everything that you think it is. Just ask my wife. Like she takes the most from me than anyone, and for whatever reason, she keeps coming back from war. So, man, it's probably for the Funkos.
There you go.
Even though she doesn't know what those are either. It's probably going to be the worst Valentine's present ever.
Yeah, I think she's gonna love it because it's like not
Maybe.
expected. Like Mike D and I, we don't do Valentine's Day.
We don't either.
He bought me an orchid the day before, and I love it. It's light pink and light blue. It's so pretty. And that just means more to me than getting me an actual present on Valentine's Day.
No.
Well, it's one of those things. I heard this old man say something the other day. Said that actually this was been a few years ago, but it just sticks with me all the time. He goes, "I told my wife I loved her when I married her, and I told her I'd let her know if it changed." He said, "But we don't celebrate those holidays. It's not because I don't love my wife. It's like because we love each other 365 days out of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you buy your significant other a present every day." But
Mhm.
it's always been super weird to me that like it's become so commercialized, I guess, is the way that I can think of it, that I would much rather just show love to the people that I love whenever I think about them. Like,
Yeah.
hey, here's a t-shirt or here's whatever, and something shows up in the mail, or if you see them, or you can show that love too just by being there for people.
When they least
nothing.
expect it is the
Yeah.
best. Like that's the best. I don't know, to give and to receive when it's least expected is.
I don't like to receive.
I'm not a big fan because it's almost like it's embarrassing a little bit.
It is
I
embarrassing.
don't know what it is. It shouldn't be, but I get kind of embarrassed. Like I don't want to let anybody down if I'm not excited enough.
I know, and I can't fake that.
Yeah, me neither.
I either am really excited or
Right.
I'm like, what? Like the whole time I look like I don't like it because I'm confused on why I'm getting something. I'm like, what is in this? Like, and I may really love it, but yeah, I would much rather like give people things and receive things, but it is what it is. And you got to let people give you blessings too. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't just be the person that just gives all the time. So, yeah, I don't know. We're just blessed to have a lot of friends and a lot of brothers and sisters out there. Excuse me, I'm trying to come down with a cold, I think. But and just be that person for someone else. Because I feel like if you are, you will find someone that will be that person from you or for you if you don't feel like you have that person yet. So
Agreed.
it's a special thing. And out of all the blessings I think that I've ever gotten, that it may be one of the biggest ones. That I literally know people that don't have people like that. To me, that's sad. So just there's hope. There's people out there for you. Just put yourself out there a little bit. You'll find them. That's it. Doesn't have to be because of Valentine's Day or anything like that. It's just what it is. But thank you guys for being my people. There's several people in the comment section that are my people.
I don't know about that dragon guy though.
I don't. Yeah, who knows about him?
Wow.
You know, he might be an all right dude if he doesn't have BMW in front of it.
Does he please tell me he at least drives a BMW?
I don't think so.
He just likes it?
He likes BMWs. I think he drives one a fortnight.
Probably does.
All right, guys. Well, have a great week and God bless.
Be kind.
See ya.
Can't see it, but be kind. All right.
It might go off the air at some point.
Maybe.
I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.